Welcome to the NFL world where the NFL starts and ends. Just hours before the Broncos face off against the Los Angeles Chargers, they have activated both Justin Simmons and tight end Greg Dulcich off IR, and they are expected to play tonight against the Chargers, which is great news. The Broncos need desperate help. Them not having Simmons in the secondary has been a real struggle. And at the tight end position, I mean, they've been fine. But I really think it's more this offensive line that is in trouble. They can't stop anybody. If they tried to stop anybody, they can't do anything. Russell Wilson hasn't looked the same. This running game is non-existent. And you put that defense out for so long, they're giving up plays. They're just not a good football team right now. Maybe Justin Simmons and Dulcich can help that. Over the past few weeks, the NFL officiating has been, in no short word, disastrous. It's been a disaster. It's truly been a disaster. Oh, they've had brutal calls. Roughing the passer when the guy's around the waist. The Chandler Jones hit against Derek Carr on Monday Night Football. You all saw it. That was a terrible call. What is Jones supposed to do? He said, I'm a big guy. I'm 325 pounds. What am I supposed to do? I put my arm to stop so I wouldn't land on him. I have the football. I didn't hit him in the head. I didn't hit him low. What do you want me to do? There's nothing I can do. And I agree with him. There was nothing he could do. It was not like he jumped and pulled him down or picked him up and threw him down or completely body slammed him or anything like that. No, he just he hit him. He got the ball and he tried to make sure he didn't land on Carr, and yet he got the foul anyway. To which the NFL officials committee said, yeah, it was a good call. It's like, what is he going to do? What do you want Chris Jones to do? There's nothing he can do. The Grady Jarrett sack, that he didn't get fined, thank God. But I don't know what else you want the guy to do. He grabbed Tom Brady by his waist, and all of a sudden there's a flag, which I've come to the conclusion, like, as much as Jerome Book is not a good official anymore, he was the official when Tua Tagovailoa got hurt. And so now I think he's really trying to, like, see if he can change the scale a little bit. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But the thing is, the NFL has been worse with roughing the passer. There's something these players cannot do. They're hitting a guy in the shoulder, they're getting it. They're hitting a guy lower in the chest area, they're getting it. They're hitting him in the waist, they're getting it. It doesn't make any sense. There needs to be a better solution to this. And then, late flags. There was a couple between the Cowboys and Eagles where the play would be over. There was a little trash talk, which you expect in a rivalry anyway. And yet, there was no flag on the field, 8 seconds had went by. And then there's a flag throw. And then they called on sportsmanlike conduct. It's like, I don't understand. It's an emotional sport. These guys should be able to show emotion. They're not robots. They can show emotion a little bit. Allow them to show emotion. And the final thing about it is just inexperience. They don't have the experience to be officials. There should be like almost an official boot camp every year that every official should go to. But I do agree with what Sean Payton said yesterday on NFL Kickoff on Fox. I do agree with what he said. The NFL officials, out of every sport there is, boxing, basketball, baseball, whatever sport that qualifies an official, the full-time officials. In the NFL, they're all part-time. All of them. Sooner rather than later, the NFL is going to have to go and say, let's make these guys full-time officials. Let's have a little boot camp every year. Let's straighten them out a little bit. Let's try and make sure we hit every key that we're trying to hit. And that's what I think will have to happen. But it was a great thing for Sean Payton to say on live television. The Cowboys, after the loss to the Philadelphia Eagles, got some great news, as Dak's return could be imminent. As he was talking, he said, yeah, I felt really good when I threw the football. He was listed as questionable. He wasn't going to play. This was gamesmanship. The Cowboys are just trying to see, is he on the last step, which he was. And if he feels good, he'll practice the whole week and have a chance to play against the Lions next Sunday. The Ravens' woes continue primarily on defense. They can't stop anybody. They go against the Giants, they're winning the majority of the game, and then they lost because of they can't stop anybody. They turn the ball over. Just idiotic plays all around. Doesn't make any sense. And finally, one of the two things. Can the NFL stop putting the Broncos in primetime? 4 times in 6 weeks is too much. The Broncos aren't good enough to be in primetime. Let's get that over. Let's finish that. And finally, Bill Belichick has tied George Halas with 324 wins. That is second all time, only to Don Shula, who has 347. So congratulations to Bill Belichick, who faces the Bears next week. He probably passes George Halas against his former team.